Hello there! In this video, I would like to share my preview of the newest UR unit Sakura, which is a very powerful light element mage with 2 new jobs that we will be getting on global server this week. As usual, we will be talking about her stats, abilities, and my top 3 as per recommendation for her, and also we will be comparing her to other units, and the last one is pros and cons about this unit. Okay, let's jump to the preview first. Sakura is a non-limited UR unit with light element. She has move 3, jump 1, and cost 70. She has 2 newest jobs that just came to global. The first one is Sage of Mysidia as main job and Katodama Mage or Mediator / Power Word, and also another sub job is Raid Mage. And judging by her stats here, she can equip Rod as her main weapons and can wear hat, clothes, and accessory, which is a common thing that we can find on the other mages in this game. Her TMR here named Sakura's Clothes. It's a cloth armor that gives you a great amount of HP for 422 and defense by 12, which can be considered a pretty good TMR for a cloth armor. I can imagine that she could wear the new stuff that we're getting this week. Soul Tamasa for more magic and also magic defense, and with this TMR, it will provide more physical defense aspect for her. Not only that, but I think this piece of armor will also give you bonus 8 accuracy, which is very helpful if you're going to face a full evasion team. And for her TMR ability, it will give you buffs to decrease activation time or casting time up to 350 for 3 turns, but it's only for self. I think it's designed to make her a fast caster, because I found that the most of her large-scale damage ability requires a long casting time to be activated. So, you might need this TMR in the future, I guess. Okay, she will also have a good synergy with the other light ally on your party, hence she can buff up HP by 10% and light attack by 15% from her master ability. And also it provides her with 10 defense for more durability to avoid one-hit KO from enemy units, especially for dark units. Okay, looking at her stats here, she has a good amount of HP. It is like 2200. For a mage, I think that's also a high amount of HP here, and high base magic value about 342, but she might be slightly slower than any other UR-DPS mages. Being a light element unit, she is obviously weak to dart attack, and she is also weak to slash attack, strike, and also missile attack. She has a good resistance against pierce attack and magic attack. I know you guys have been thinking that she is a hard counter for unit Kain, and I agree with you guys. But remember, Kain has a Viking sub, so he could surprise you and get Sakura killed maybe in one hit, because it will provide Kain with a slash dart attack. So I think you need to stay sharp there if you're facing him. And the other thing, she has also 50 confusion resistance, which is good for Agrias if you're facing her, and also slow resistance. Again, I think it's for the king. I feel bad for you. And doom resistant by 10. Okay, now we're going to look at her support abilities. Just like Skull, she has access to 2 abilities that increase her magic up by 30%, which could make her a really good nuker or DPS. And she also has support ability to increase her speed or agility by 12%, which can cover her weakness. And also she can increase magic attack resistance and also some spirit up plus dark resistance up. Maybe she could be a little bit tanky against a magic user unit because she has the increased magic attack resistance and also spirit up. And for the counter skills, she has a counter skill which could buff her magic up to 50% for one turn, which is really niche because I cannot find any counter abilities for other units for the current meta or version in global server. And she also has access to magic reflex and reduce all damage taken. I think that is nice. She will be good at surviving from her counter skills here. And next one, we will be talking about her main job ability. I think there is much to talk about here. I think she is evil lolly type unit from Solir because both of them has access to two different elemental magic attack ability, that is for light and lightning. But Sakura here has more advanced spells with some big AoE and big magic potency than Solir. Okay, she has a light blade, which is a long-range instant cast light element magic ability with small potency, and also thunder, which is a lightning magic ability with casting time, and also has a slightly more damage than light blade. So it's like a bread and butter skills for her. And the next one, she also has support ability to increase dark, light, and lightning resistance by 25% for 30 turn in a big AoE, which is very good because I've been using Mercury for her Dark Veil when I fight Mono Dark Element team, which is very popular lately and it's already effective. And this is just a straight upgrade for a Dark Veil, Light Veil. So yeah, I think I definitely will switch Mercury for her if I pull her this week from the Hatcher. And Sakura has two signature moves here from her main job. The first one is Lightning. This is a rough translation with the Google Translate from Japanese to English. Lightning, which has a big AoE and Imperial Light plus Lightning. I think that's for the decrease resistance for light and lightning, and also Rebel Intention. I think this is the key abilities for Sakura, which is also an AoE spell with big potency that can remove courage from paladin abilities. So yeah, I think this is the ability when you want to hard counter King in the future if you also have her on your team. And her sub-job as a Sage of Mysidia will provide you for defensive buffs such as Protect and Shell. These two abilities could help you to keep her positioning safe and stay behind in auto battle. Okay, next we will be talking about the red mage sub-job here. She has access to Cura and Banishra, Asuna, and also Sleep and Resistant Break. This sub-job will allow her to cast heals and dispels for more like a support role. But I think it could be better if she has access to Jamming Trust. Yeah, we know if you love her so much, we know that we're kind of hoping that she has access to Jamming Trust. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing here. Okay, the last one is Katodama Mage, also known as Power Word / Mediator. It's also a new class which will provide her with more offensive abilities such as a guarantee hit magic ability plus an instant cast ability with 205% magic modifier. That is for step and magic. I think Yulfe has also has this ability here. She will also has a good supporting buff ability that can raise her and your ally magic attack up to 25%, plus spirit penetration up to 20 for self, which could be very great with magic attack based team. And the last one is her limit break. It's a 3-hit light element magic ability with Dark Eater or Dark Killer. I think it's good for elemental chaining and do more damage to dark element units. Okay, now let's talk about the Esper. My first recommendation is obviously Diabolus, because as it is the highest tier Esper who can give you a large amount of magic and magic attack up for now, before Bahamut being implemented, of course. It has amount of HP and magic with OK agility by 13 from its base stats. From the Esper board, it can give you bonus magic up to 20%, magic attack up to 15%, and some accuracy and critical rate. The next, my Esper recommendation for Sakura is Shiva. You might want to use this Esper on Sakura if you need more speed on her, as Shiva has the highest agility for magic user unit. And from the Esper board, you can have more pierce resistance for defense, magic up to 7%, magic attack up to 10%, and more accuracy and evasion rate. My third recommendation Esper here is Bloody Moon Sun. It has a lower HP if you compare to the other Esper before, but it still can provide you a good amount of magic and agility stats from the base stats of the Esper. It also can provide you with a magic up to 15%, magic attack up to 10%, and more defensive capability against dark unit. You can also stack your Dark Resist with her support ability by 12% and her buff ability that is for lightning or thunder protection. It can increase your Dark Resistance, Light Resistance, and also Lightning Resistance up to 25%. So you will get less damage from Dark unit if you're going to hunt Mono Dark Element team or Man in Black. Okay, I want to let's compare her to another mages. But the first, I want to compare her with another mage. That is for Kilfe. But looking at her kit, I think she has more capability in doing DPS than tanky support unit like Kilfe. So I decided to compare her with another UR unit, such as Skull and Mediana, which has the same kit for a main DPS unit here. And looking at the table here, we could already found out that she has the highest HP, defense, spirit, and also luck, and also the lowest cost from 3 of them. But when we try to compare her as a whole, including her kit, we could find out more about her. In my opinion, what differs her from Skull and Mediana is, the first thing is she has access to different elemental magic ability, which can give her more option to deal bonus damage, especially against dark and water units. But she doesn't have a flare, which is a non-elemental magic ability with extra large potency, which can make her a little bit weaker if the opponent has elemental resist on their stats. So yeah, without a flare or non-elemental magic ability, I think it's a kind of weakness for her, for Sakura. And the second point here is Sakura has a good synergy with Monolight Element team because she can buff them up from her master ability while others don't. Yeah, as you know, Skull and Mediana is it's an older unit. So yeah, I think they cannot have the master ability that can buff up the Mono Element team for lightning or for ice element unit. Okay, the third point here is it would be easier for you to build a team composition for class matches, as she only costs 70. So you could use more powerful vision cards and Esper for your team. The other two mages has cost at 80. That means you need to think more carefully and wisely to choose the vision cards and also Esper that you're going to use on class match. Okay, the last one here, unlike Medina, who will charge forward after do the first party buff to ally, Sakura could hold her positioning safe on auto battle because she has access to protect and shell, and also she has some buffs to buff up your ally, so it can help her positioning safe behind the tanks or maybe like bruiser or tanky mage. So yeah, I think that will help you to have higher chances to winning the fights in auto battle. Okay, I think that's it. Let's sum it up. My pros here, she has high magic value, which could be good if you give her magic up stats on her from gear, vision card, or Esper, and also high amount of best defense and HP from her master ability to make her slightly durable than other mages. The second point here, she has access to a 100 hit ability, which is a big plus for a DPS unit to face any evasion team, especially Venera, who is a dark evading unit. And the third point here is she has access to two types elemental magic ability, that is for light and lightning. So yeah, I think she will have some option there, as I said before. Okay, the other thing is she is the only and first character that has courage dispelling ability at current version of War of the Visions. So yeah, if you want to counter some paladins and remove their courage buff, you can use her as the main dispeller for that buff. So you can kill that tank easily with Sakura. Okay, next, she has a good synergy with other light element units because of her master ability, of course. And also the last one, she could be a good support with spirit penetration in magic-based team, as I said before. The cons here, she is slightly slower than the other top tier mages, but we still can cover that weaknesses with her support ability, and you can also upgrade her signature ability using that support ability. But it will cost you one slot of support ability if you want to do this. And the next one, the most of her big potential ability requires a long casting time, so you should be careful if you're using or facing against a high agility team, because they might kill you before you finish the castings for your spells here if you're using Sakura. The third point is weak to slash attack, as we know that there are so many strong slash attacker units in this game, especially ones with dark element like Runestern, Dwayne, and also other units like Venera and others. That might kill her in one hit if you don't have enough resistances and defense against them. So, will I pull her? Definitely yes. She is included on my most wanted unit in my Book of Shadows, so I'll try at least to do a pity pull for her this week. And should you pull for her? It's up to you. If you think that you need a strong light offensive mage that can boost your other light unit to the next level, then maybe you might want to pull her. I think that's it for the video, and thanks for watching and see you next time. Stay safe. Bye bye.